show that the given equation has a circle as its graph. Find the center and the radius. So again, we're given an equation in general form, basically, and we want to change it to center radius form. But the problem is that 2x squared is throwing things off, okay? So that makes it a little bit more challenging, I think. Let's start by gathering the x's and gathering the y's. And just kind of spread it out and space it out like that. All right. So the thing is, when we complete the square, we can't have that 2 in front of the 2x squared, or in front of the x squared, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor, okay? I'm going to use a GCF, and I'm going to take out that 2. I'm going to factor out a GCF of 2 like so. And again, over here, I'm going to take out a 2. Okay, but notice the parentheses are I'm going to leave some space here. Because right here is where I complete the square. Okay, that's kind of the name of the game, is completing the square. All right. So I'm going to have to complete the square right there. Now, first of all, convince yourself that the red is equal to the blue. All right. Of course, I need that equals 45 over there, right? Do you believe that the red equation is equal to the blue equation? Same thing? And the blue equation is equivalent to the black equation? They're all three equivalent. I've just kind of modified it and transformed it into something that I can use for completing the square. Okay? So let's complete the square. The process goes like this. Take this number and take half of that number divided by 2. You get a fraction. I think you do want to use fractions, not decimals. Believe it or not, fractions are easier. Okay? So what we've got there would be x plus 1/2. But we've got to square that number, okay? And we're going to square that number 1/2. If you square 1/2, you'd have 1 squared over 2 squared. That's 1/4. 1/4 goes in that blank, and now we've completed the square, okay? Don't forget there's a 2 in the front, okay? Don't forget there's a 2 in the front. And we can do the same thing over here. Take this number right here, -3, and cut it in half. Well, that's just a fraction. Just use a fraction. It's -3 over 2. It's always over 2, okay? But if we square that number, it's going to be 9 over 4. So 9 over 4 goes right there. And my square is y minus 3/2 squared with a 2 in the front. Okay? You can put that equals 45 over. All right. Now, I've messed up the equation because if you notice, remember earlier when I said you believe that the red is equal to the blue? And you said yes. But now all of a sudden I added those green numbers in, so that red equation cannot be equal to the blue anymore. I've messed it up, okay? I've added something that shouldn't be there, okay? This one's trickier than the last one because I didn't really mess it up by 1/4. Okay, so I'm not going to subtract 1/4. If you think about it, distributive property, that's not really 1/4, it's 2 times 1/4. 2 times 1/4 is 2/4 or 1/2. Okay, so basically I've messed up my equation by 1/2. Okay, I added 1/2 that wasn't there. So I guess maybe the easiest thing to do is let's add 1/2 to the other side. If I added 1/2 to the left, then let's add 1/2 to the right. Keep it in balance. Likewise over here, distributive property says that's not 9/4, that's 18/4 or 9/2. That's 9/2. That's 9/2 right there. Okay. And so I added 9/2 there that wasn't there. I'm going to add that to the other side as well. Okay. Well, 1/2 plus 9/2 is 10/2. That's 5. So let's just say that's 5 right there. Okay. So look at what I've got now. I've got 2 times x plus 1/2 squared plus 2 times y minus 3/2 squared equals 50. Okay. But guess what? I can divide everything by 2 and get rid of those 2's in the front. I don't want those 2's in the front. So if you think about it, we can divide everything by 2 and get x plus 1/2 squared plus y minus 3/2 squared equals 25. This is a circle, okay? This right here is my center radius form, which shows that this is a circle. It has center at, what's its center? Negative 1/2, comma 3/2, correct? And the radius is 5. Square root of 25, it's 5. All right. I know that's a tough problem. Okay. I know that's tough. I know students struggle with all the fractions and the extra 2 and stuff. It's a hard concept anyway. Okay. So do your best. And just understand that most of them won't have that number in the front, and you'll catch on.